Have you ever wondered how ancient wisdom can transform your modern life? What if the secrets to a fulfilled and balanced life have been waiting for you for centuries? Today, we're diving into the essential teachings of Seneca's Moral Letters, a timeless collection of wisdom that can change how you live your life every single day. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, crafted these letters to provide guidance not just for his contemporaries but for all future generations. These letters cover a broad range of topics, from dealing with adversity and stress to cultivating virtues and finding inner peace. Throughout this video, we will uncover the profound insights Seneca offers and how you can apply them to your daily routine. Let's start with the concept of time, one of Seneca's most profound teachings. In his letters, Seneca emphasizes the importance of valuing our time and using it wisely. He writes, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This statement encourages us to reflect on how we spend our days and to prioritize what truly matters. Time is our most valuable resource, and yet, many of us squander it on trivial pursuits. Seneca's advice urges us to live each moment with intention and purpose. Next, we move to the topic of adversity. Seneca believed that facing difficulties is an inevitable part of life, but how we respond to them defines our character. He famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This perspective transforms challenges from obstacles into opportunities for growth. By embracing hardships, we can build resilience and develop a more robust mental fortitude. Seneca's wisdom teaches us to welcome adversity as a teacher rather than a foe. Seneca also delves into the importance of self-control and moderation. In a world filled with temptations and excess, his letters remind us to practice restraint and balance. True happiness is, to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, Seneca advises. This concept of living in the moment, free from the clutches of unbridled desires and future anxieties, is central to achieving inner peace. By cultivating self-control, we can lead a more harmonious and contented life. The idea of self-improvement is another cornerstone of Seneca's teachings. He believed that personal growth is a continuous journey and that we should constantly strive to better ourselves. "As long as you live, keep learning how to live," he wrote. This powerful message encourages lifelong learning and self-reflection. It reminds us that no matter how much we achieve, there is always room for growth and improvement. Embracing this mindset can lead to a more fulfilling and enlightened existence. One of the most valuable lessons from Seneca's Moral Letters is the notion of tranquility. In today's fast-paced world, finding inner peace can be challenging, but Seneca provides a roadmap. He suggests that true tranquility comes from within and is achieved by aligning our actions with our values. "A man who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than is necessary," he writes. By focusing on the present and not worrying about the future, we can reduce unnecessary suffering and find calmness in our lives. Seneca also teaches us about the power of friendship and community. He viewed relationships as essential to a happy and meaningful life. "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood," Seneca states. This insight highlights the importance of deep, meaningful connections with others. Building and nurturing such relationships can provide support, joy, and a sense of belonging, which are vital for our well-being. Let's not forget Seneca's views on wealth and material possessions. He often warned against the pursuit of wealth for its own sake, advocating instead for a simpler, more meaningful life. "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor," Seneca asserts. This teaching encourages us to appreciate what we have and to seek richness in experiences and relationships rather than material goods. By shifting our focus from accumulation to contentment, we can find greater satisfaction in life. Another significant aspect of Seneca's philosophy is his approach to death and mortality. He urged people to confront their fears of death and to understand it as a natural part of life. "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive," he claimed. By accepting our mortality, we can live more fully and courageously. This acceptance frees us from the fear that often holds us back and allows us to embrace life with a sense of urgency and purpose. Seneca also emphasizes the importance of virtue and ethical living. He believed that living virtuously leads to true happiness and fulfillment. Virtue is nothing else than right reason, he explains. This means making choices that align with our highest values and principles. By striving to be virtuous in our actions, we can lead a life that is not only fulfilling for ourselves but also beneficial to those around us. Seneca's views on anger and emotional control are particularly relevant today. In a world where we are often encouraged to express our emotions freely, Seneca's advice on controlling anger is especially poignant. The greatest remedy for anger is delay, he writes. By taking a moment to pause and reflect before reacting, we can prevent anger from taking control of our actions. This practice can lead to more thoughtful and constructive responses, reducing conflict and improving our relationships. The theme of gratitude is also prominent in Seneca's letters. He encourages us to be grateful for what we have and to appreciate the simple pleasures in life. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life, Seneca advises. This perspective helps us to live more fully in the present moment and to find joy in everyday experiences. Gratitude can transform our outlook on life, making us more positive and resilient in the face of challenges. Seneca's teachings on simplicity and minimalism are equally powerful. He advocates for a life free from the distractions of materialism and excess. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor, he reminds us. By focusing on what truly matters and eliminating unnecessary clutter from our lives, we can achieve greater clarity and peace of mind. The importance of reflection and self-examination is another key lesson from Seneca's Moral Letters. He encourages us to regularly reflect on our actions and decisions to ensure they align with our values. The unexamined life is not worth living, he asserts. This practice of self-reflection helps us to grow and improve, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. Seneca also emphasizes the value of education and lifelong learning. He believed that knowledge and wisdom are essential for personal growth and fulfillment. As long as you live, keep learning how to live, he wrote. This commitment to continuous learning helps us to stay curious and open-minded, enriching our lives and expanding our horizons. Seneca's insights into the nature of happiness are particularly enlightening. He teaches that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he writes. By cultivating a positive and resilient mindset, we can find joy and contentment regardless of our external situation. The concept of resilience is another important theme in Seneca's letters. He believed that resilience is essential for overcoming adversity and achieving success. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body, he explains. By developing resilience, we can face challenges with confidence and emerge stronger and wiser from our experiences. Seneca's advice on living in accordance with nature is also noteworthy. He believed that aligning our lives with the natural world is key to achieving harmony and balance. Follow nature, he advises. This principle encourages us to live simply and sustainably, respecting the natural rhythms and cycles of life. Seneca's reflections on the nature of the good life offer profound insights into how we can lead more meaningful lives. He believed that the good life is achieved through virtuous living and the pursuit of wisdom. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge, he writes. By living in accordance with our values and seeking knowledge, we can find deeper fulfillment and purpose. Seneca's thoughts on the role of fate and fortune in our lives are also insightful. He teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant, he observes. This Stoic acceptance of fate encourages us to focus on what we can control and to remain resilient in the face of life's uncertainties. The practice of mindfulness is another essential teaching from Seneca's Moral Letters. He encourages us to be present and fully engaged in our lives. Everywhere means nowhere. When a person spends all his time in foreign travel, he ends by having many acquaintances, but no friends, he writes. By being mindful and present, we can build deeper connections and live more fully. Seneca's teachings on the value of solitude and introspection are also relevant today. He believed that taking time for quiet reflection is essential for personal growth and clarity. It is in times of solitude that the mind gains strength and learns to lean upon itself, he advises. By embracing solitude, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our true desires. The importance of balancing work and rest is another key lesson from Seneca. He believed that both are essential for a fulfilling life. Leisure without books is death, and burial of a man alive, he writes. This balance allows us to recharge and maintain our mental and physical well-being. Seneca's reflections on the fleeting nature of life remind us to make the most of our time. Life, if well lived, is long enough, he observes. By living each day with intention and purpose, we can make our lives meaningful and impactful. Seneca's thoughts on the power of the mind are also profound. He believed that our thoughts shape our reality and that by mastering our mind, we can master our life. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, he writes. This insight highlights the importance of managing our thoughts and not allowing negative thinking to control us. The role of reason and logic in decision-making is another important theme in Seneca's letters. He believed that reason should guide our actions and that by thinking clearly and logically, we can make better decisions. Reason shows us that there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so, he explains. This rational approach can help us navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Seneca's teachings on the nature of the self are also insightful. He believed that understanding our true nature is key to achieving inner peace and fulfillment. Know thyself, he advises. By gaining a deeper understanding of who we are, we can live more authentically and align our actions with our true values and desires. The importance of integrity and honesty is another key lesson from Seneca's Moral Letters. He believed that living with integrity is essential for personal and societal well-being. To be honest, even if it costs you everything, is to be truly rich, he writes. By valuing honesty and integrity, we can build trust and respect in our relationships and communities. Seneca's reflections on the power of gratitude are also relevant today. He believed that cultivating gratitude can transform our outlook on life and increase our happiness. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues but the parent of all others, he explains. By practicing gratitude, we can foster a positive mindset and enhance our well-being. The role of compassion and empathy in our lives is another important theme in Seneca's letters. He believed that showing compassion and understanding towards others is essential for building strong and supportive relationships. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness, he writes. By cultivating compassion, we can create a more harmonious and caring world. Seneca's teachings on the value of perseverance and determination are also powerful. He believed that perseverance is essential for achieving success and overcoming challenges. Perseverance is not a long race, it is many short races one after the other, he explains. By staying determined and persistent, we can achieve our goals and fulfill our potential. The importance of humility is another key lesson from Seneca's Moral Letters. He believed that humility is essential for personal growth and effective leadership. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues, he writes. By staying humble, we can remain open to learning and improve ourselves continually. Seneca's reflections on the nature of justice are also insightful. He believed that justice is essential for a fair and equitable society. Justice is the constant and perpetual will to allot to every man his due, he explains. By valuing justice and fairness, we can create a more just and inclusive world. The importance of courage is another key theme in Seneca's letters. He believed that courage is essential for facing life's challenges and achieving our goals. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it, he writes. By cultivating courage, we can face our fears and take bold actions towards our aspirations. Seneca's thoughts on the role of wisdom in our lives are also profound. He believed that wisdom is essential for making good decisions and living a fulfilling life. Wisdom is the supreme part of happiness, he explains. By seeking wisdom and applying it to our lives, we can achieve greater clarity and fulfillment. The value of patience is another important lesson from Seneca's Moral Letters. He believed that patience is essential for dealing with life's challenges and achieving long-term goals. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet, he writes. By practicing patience, we can stay calm and focused, even in difficult situations. Seneca's reflections on the power of forgiveness are also relevant today. He believed that forgiveness is essential for personal and relational healing. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you, he explains. By practicing forgiveness, we can release ourselves from the burden of resentment and find peace. The importance of generosity is another key lesson from Seneca's Moral Letters. He believed that generosity is essential for building strong and supportive communities. No one has ever become poor by giving, he writes. By being generous with our time, resources, and kindness, we can make a positive impact on the lives of others. Seneca's thoughts on the role of love in our lives are also profound. He believed that love is essential for personal happiness and societal well-being. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none, he writes. By cultivating love and kindness, we can create a more compassionate and harmonious world. In conclusion, Seneca's Moral Letters offer a wealth of wisdom that is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. From valuing time and embracing adversity to cultivating virtues and finding inner peace, these teachings provide a guide to living a richer, more meaningful life. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, Seneca's insights can help us stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the essential teachings of Seneca's Moral Letters. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Leave a comment below about which teaching resonated with you the most. Together, let's continue to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and apply it to our lives. See you in the next video.